Hello students, welcome back to maths class. Let's continue the lesson complex numbers. So today, first of all, we will discuss some important results regarding the powers of I. Okay, so let's see the powers of I. We know what is the value of I. I is equals to square root over minus 1. The value of I is root over minus 1. So what is I square? I square is equals to minus 1. This is very important result. I square is equals to minus 1. Then now what is I cube? I cube can be expressed as I square into I. So that is equals to, what is I square? I square is minus 1. So minus 1 into I. So that is equals to minus I. So I cube is equals to minus I. The value of I cube is minus I. Now let us see the value of I power 4. Okay. Now this I power 4 can be expressed as I square whole square, or we can write it as I square into I square. That is equals to, what is the value of I square? I square is equals to minus 1. So it is minus 1 into minus 1. Okay. So that implies I power 4 is equals to, that is 1. Okay. I power 4 is equals to 1. These are very important results. I square is equals to minus 1 and I cube is equals to minus I. I power 4 is equals to 1. Now let us see I power 5. So what is I power 5? I power 5 can be written as I power 4 into I. Now we know the value of I power 4. What is the value of I power 4? That is 1. So it is 1 into I. So its value is I. So I power 5 is equals to I. Now let us see I power 6. Okay. What is the value of I power 6? This I power 6 can be written as I power 4 into I square. What is the value of I power 4? I power 4 is equals to 1 into, what is the value of I square? That is minus 1. So it is equals to minus 1. So I power 6 is equals to minus 1. Now let us see the value of I power 7. So this I power 7 can be expressed as, can be written as I power 4 into I power 3. Okay. So what is I power 4? I power 4 is 1 and I cube. What is the value of I cube? Directly we can write I cube is equals to minus I. So it is minus of I. So this is 1 into minus I. So it is minus I. So I power 7 is equals to minus I. Now what is I power 8? I power 8 can be written as I power 4 whole square. Okay. So I power 4, what is the value of I power 4? That is 1. So it is 1 square, that is equals to 1. So I power 8 is equals to 1. So you look at this, what is I square? I square is minus 1 and I cube is equals to minus I. I power 4 is equals to 1. I power 5 is equals to I. Now I power 6. I power 6 is also equals to minus 1. Here I square is equals to minus 1, I power 6 is equals to minus 1 and I power 7, that is equals to minus I. Here I cube is also equals to minus I. I power 8 is equals to 1. You look at I power 4. I power 4 is equals to 1 and I power 8 is equals to 1. So here the power of I is a multiple of 4. In I power 4 and in I power 8, the power of I is a multiple of 4. So in this case we are going to get the value 1 here, that is I power 4 is equals to 1. So I power 8 is also equals to 1. Similarly if we take I power 12, here also it is, the exponent is multiple of 4. So I power 12 can be expressed as I power 4 whole cube. Okay. So what is I power 4? I power 4 is 1. So it is 1 cube, that is equals to 1. So again we are going to get I power 12 is equals to 1. That means if there is a multiple of 4 in the exponent of I, then we will get the value 1 there. Okay, that is I power 4 is equals to 1, I power 8 is equals to 1, I power 12 is equals to 1. Similarly, if there is multiple of 4 in the exponent of I, that is the power of I, then the value will be equals to 1. Okay. So in general we can write, now from these results we can generalize for any integer k, suppose k be any integer. Number 1, I power 4k. I power 4k means if the power of I is a multiple of 4, this k may be any integer. Okay. So I power 4k is equals to 1. Here I power 4 is equals to 1. I power 8 is equals to 1, I power 12 is equals to 1. So from this we can generalize that for any integer k, I power 4k is equals to 1. Number 2, I power 4k plus 1. If the exponent, if the power of I is of the form 4k plus 1, that means multiple of 4 plus 1. So if we divide this number, this 4k plus 1 by 4, we will get remainder as 1. So in this case the value of I power 4k plus 1 is I. Okay, as it can be written as I power 4k into I. Okay, so I power 4k is equals to 1 and it is into I, so that is equals to I simply. So I power 4k plus 1 is equals to I. Okay. Next, number 3, I power 4k plus 2, that is equals to, now here we will get I power 4k into I square. So what is the value of I square? That is equals to minus 1. So I power 4k plus 2, that means if the exponent, if the power of I is of the form 4k plus 2, that means multiple of 4 then plus 2. So if we divide this number by 4, we will get remainder 2. Okay. So in this case the value of I power 4k plus 2 is equals to I square, that is minus 1. Okay. So number 4, if the exponent of this I is of the form 4k plus 3. So if we divide this number 4k plus 3, then we will get the remainder 3. So in this case this value is equals to I cube. So what is the value of I cube? That is equals to minus I. Okay. So these results you have to remember once again, for any integer k, I power 4k, that means I power multiple of 4, that is equals to 1, and I power 4k plus 1, that is equals to I power 4k plus 2, that is equals to minus 1, and I power 4k plus 3, that is equals to minus I. Okay. So using these results we can find any powers of I. Okay. Next we will discuss what is meant by modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. Suppose z is equals to a plus ib, z is equals to a plus ib be a complex number, it is the standard form of complex number. Then modulus of z is denoted by mod of z, and it is defined as mod of z is equals to under root over a square plus b square. This is the formula for modulus of a complex number. Modulus of z is denoted by this mod of z, and mod of z, that is the absolute value of this complex number. Okay. So mod of z is equals to root over a square plus b square. It means it is the square of real part plus square of imaginary part. What is the real part here? Here real part is a and the imaginary part is b. So it is square of real part plus square of imaginary part. So mod of z is equals to root over a square plus b square. So let us take one example. If z is equals to 2 plus 3i, if z is equals to 2 plus 3i, then how to find the modulus of this complex number? Mod of z is equals to root over What is the real part? It is 2. So root over 2 square plus the square of imaginary part. Here the imaginary part is 3. So it is 3 square. Okay. So that is equals to 4 plus 9. So it is root over 13. Here modulus of z is equals to root over 13. So let us take one more example. Suppose z is equals to 1 minus 2i. Okay, 1 minus 2i. Then what is mod of z? Mod of z is equals to root over 1 square plus, what is the imaginary part here? Here imaginary part is minus 2. So it is minus 2 whole square, that is root over 1 plus minus 2 square is 4. So that is equals to root over 5. Here the modulus of this complex number is root 5. Okay. Here the modulus is root 13 and here the modulus is root 5. Clear? Now next we will discuss what is meant by conjugate of a complex number. It is conjugate of a complex number. Okay. Suppose z is equals to a plus ib be a complex number. Okay. Then the conjugate of z is denoted by z bar. Okay, z bar, and z bar is given by a minus ib. It is the conjugate of the complex number z is equals to a plus ib. For z is equal to a plus ib, z bar, that is the conjugate of z, is equals to a minus ib. What we have to do here? We have to change the sign of this imaginary part. What is the imaginary part here? It is plus b. Now here the imaginary part is minus b. Okay. So let us take one example, that is z is equals to 2 plus 3i. Let us take z is equals to 2 plus 3i be a complex number. Then z bar means conjugate of z, that is equals to 2 minus 3i. Okay. Now this is example number 1. Example number 2. Suppose z is equals to minus 1 minus 5i. Now what is the conjugate of this complex number? That is z bar is equals to, what we have to do? We have to change the sign of imaginary part. So what is the imaginary part here? It is minus 5. So we have to write minus 1 plus 5i. Okay. So this is the conjugate of the complex number minus 1 minus 5i. So what is conjugate of z? Here it is z bar is equals to minus 1 plus 5i. The real part remains as it is and we have to change the sign of imaginary part. Okay. Now we will see one property of this modulus and conjugate. So let us find the modulus of a complex number. Suppose it is z is equals to 2 plus 3i. So what is the modulus of this complex number? Mod of z is equals to root over 2 square plus 3 square. So that is equals to root over 4 plus 9. So that is equals to root 13. Okay. Now what is z bar for this complex number? Z bar means conjugate of the complex number. So what is z bar? Z bar is equals to 2 minus 3i. For this complex number z, mod of z is equals to root 13, and now I am going to write z bar is equals to 2 minus 3i. So what is the modulus of this z bar? Z bar is equals to, mod of z bar is equals to, it is 2 square plus minus 3 whole square. So it is also equals to root over 4 plus 9, that is equals to root 13. So we can say that by this example we can generalize that this mod of z is equals to mod of z bar. Okay. That means modulus of a complex number is always equals to the conjugate of the modulus of the conjugate of the complex number. Okay. Modulus of any complex number z is equals to modulus of the conjugate of the complex number. Clear? Next we will see what is meant by multiplicative inverse of a complex number. How to find the multiplicative inverse of a complex number. Suppose z is equals to a plus ib, be any complex number, be a non-zero complex number. So to define multiplicative inverse, the complex number should be non-zero. So let z is equals to a plus ib be a non-zero complex number. Then multiplicative inverse of z is equals to 1 by z, that we know. Okay, that is equals to 1 by z means 1 by a plus ib. So this complex number 1 by a plus ib is the multiplicative inverse of z is equal to a plus ib. But this complex number is not in the standard form. What is the standard form of a complex number? That is a plus ib, that is real part plus I into imaginary part. Okay. Now we have to convert this 1 by z, that is 1 by a plus ib, in the standard form. So to convert this complex number in the standard form, we have to multiply and divide this complex number, this 1 by a plus ib, with a minus ib, that is multiply and divide by a minus ib. That is, we have to multiply and divide by the conjugate of a plus ib. What is the conjugate of a plus ib? That is a minus ib. So here we will get a minus ib into 1, that is a minus ib, and here it is in the form of a plus b, a minus b. Using that formula, a plus b, a minus b, that is equals to a square minus b square. So we can write it as a square minus ib whole square. Okay, ib whole square. So that is equals to a minus ib divided by a square minus I square b square. So what is the value of I square? It is I square b square. Now that is equals to a minus ib divided by a square. Now we know the value of I square, that is I square is equals to minus 1. So here it will be plus b square, or it can be written as a divided by a square plus b square plus I into minus b divided by a square plus b square. I am writing this in the standard form, that is the real part plus I into imaginary part. So here the real part of this inverse is, multiplicative inverse is a by a square plus b square, and the imaginary part is minus b divided by a square plus b square. So in this way we have to find the multiplicative inverse of the complex number a plus ib. First write this as 1 by a plus ib, multiplicative inverse, then multiply it with the conjugate of a plus ib, multiply and divide it with the conjugate of a plus ib. So we will get a complex number of the form a minus ib divided by a square plus b square. It is 1 by z, it is the value of 1 by z. From this result, this is 1 by z is equals to a minus ib divided by a plus ib. So this 1 by z can also be expressed as, what is a minus ib? A minus ib is the conjugate of this complex number. So it can be written as z bar. And what is a square plus b square? We know that modulus of z is equals to root over a square plus b square. So mod of z square, that is equals to a square plus b square. So using this result, this multiplicative inverse can be expressed as 1 by z is equals to z bar divided by mod of z whole square. Okay. This multiplicative inverse, you can also remember this formula. Anyhow we can process in this way also to find the multiplicative inverse. So here this 1 by z can be written as z bar divided by mod of z square. So there is a result here, this mod of z square can be written as z into z bar. Okay. This is also one result, mod of z square, that means modulus of z whole square, that is equals to z into z bar. That means if we multiply any complex number and its conjugate, we will get the square of its modulus, square of the modulus of the complex number. Okay. Now let us see one question, how to find this multiplicative inverse. The question is, find the multiplicative inverse of the complex number z is equals to 2 plus 3i. Okay. Find the multiplicative inverse of the complex number z is equals to 2 plus 3i. Solution: multiplicative inverse of z, that is equals to 1 by z, that we know. So we can write it as 1 by 2 plus 3i. Okay. So what we have to do now? We have to multiply and divide with the conjugate of this complex number, that is 2 plus 3i. So what is the conjugate of 2 plus 3i? It is 2 minus 3i, 2 minus 3i. So we have to multiply and divide by the conjugate of this complex number, so that we will get the standard form of this complex number, that is 2 minus 3i divided by, now it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So we can write 2 square minus 3i whole square. Okay. So that is equals to 2 minus 3i divided by, it is 4 minus 9i square. So this can be written as, that is equals to 2 minus 3i divided by, now it is 4, what is the value of I square? I square is equals to minus 1. So we will get minus 9 into minus 1, that is plus 9. So that is equals to 2 minus 3i divided by 13. So this can be written in the standard form as 2 by 13 plus minus 3 by 13i. So in the standard form, that means in the form of a plus ib. Here the real part is 2 by 13 and the imaginary part is minus 3 by 13. Okay. So this is the multiplicative inverse, that is the value of 1 by z. This 1 by z can also be expressed as z power minus 1. Okay. We can also write it as z power minus 1, that represents the multiplicative inverse of the complex number z. So in this way we have to find the multiplicative inverse of the complex number. Okay. Now let us see the next question. In this question, express the following in the form of a plus ib. That means we have to express the complex numbers in the standard form. So let us see how to express these complex numbers in the standard form, that is in the form of a plus ib. The first one is minus 2i into 1 by 6i, minus 2i into 1 by 6i. So this can be written as minus 2i into 1 by 6i, that is equals to minus 2 into 1 by 6, that into I, or it is minus, this is 2 1s are 2 3s are minus 1 by 3 I square. Okay. And what is the value of I square? Minus 1 by 3 into I square is minus 1. So it is equals to 1 by 3. But we have to express this number in the form of a plus ib. Here it is purely real, but every real number can also be expressed as in the form of a plus ib, as this can be expressed as 1 by 3 plus 0i. Okay. So this is the answer here. We have to write 1 by 3 plus 0i, because this is purely real and here the imaginary part is 0. Okay. Now let us see the second one. This is minus 2 plus 3i whole square. Now we have to express this complex number in the form of a plus ib. So we have to expand this using a plus b whole square. Okay. So expand it. It is minus 2 square, that is a square plus b square, that is 3i whole square, plus 2ab, that is 2 into minus 2 into 3i. Okay. So it is minus 2 square plus 3i square plus 2 into minus 2 into 3i. So it is 4 plus 9i square. Here it is minus of 2 2s are 4 3s are 12i. Okay. Now this 4 plus 9 into this is I square. So I square is equals to minus 1. So it is minus 12i. Now it will be 4. This is minus 9 minus 12i. Okay. Now it is 4 minus 9. So we can write minus 5 minus 12i. So this is the standard form of the complex number, of the given complex number, that is minus 2 plus 3i whole square. So is equals to, that means this complex number in the standard form is minus 5 minus 12i. Okay, clear? Now let us see the next one, that is the third question. It is given as 1 minus I whole power 4. So this complex number, here it is power 4. So this can be expressed as 1 minus I whole square then square. 1 minus I whole square then a square, that is power 4. Okay. So first use the formula a minus b whole square here, that is a square plus b square minus 2 into 1 into I. 1 whole square is there, this whole square will be remain as it is. Okay, so it is 1 minus I whole square, then it is 1 plus I square minus 2ab, that is 2 into 1 into I. Simplify it, it is 1. What is the value of I square? That is equals to minus 1. So it is minus 2I whole square. Now it is 1 minus 1 0 minus 2I whole square. So what is minus 2I whole square? That is 4I square. What is the value of I square? I square is equals to minus 1. So 4 into minus 1. So this is equals to minus 4. Now the question is, we have to express in the form of a plus ib. That means every complex number must be expressed in the standard form, that is a plus ib. So this is purely real. So it can be expressed as minus 4 plus 0i. Here the imaginary part is 0. So this complex number in the standard form is expressed as minus 4 plus 0i. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Now let us take some more questions of the same type, that is express the following in the form of a plus ib. Here the question is, the first one is 1 by I, 1 upon I. Solution, this 1 upon I is given. Now we have to express this complex number in the form of a plus ib. Now here I is in the denominator. So to make it in the standard form, we have to multiply and divide it by I. So that in the denominator we will get I square. So there will be no I in the denominator then, that is I square is equals to minus 1. So first of all we have to multiply and divide by I here. So we will get I divided by I square. Okay. So this I divided by I square can be written as minus I. So that is equals to minus I. So in the standard form it can be expressed as, now it is purely imaginary. So the real part will be 0. So 0 plus minus 1 I, or it can be directly written as 0 minus I. Okay. 0 minus I, or it can also be expressed as 0 plus minus 1 I. Here the real part is 0 and the imaginary part is minus 1. Okay. Clear? So 1 by I. So you have to remember this, 1 by I is equals to minus of I. Just remember it, it is useful for solving the questions. Okay. So 1 by I is equals to minus I. Now the next one is I upon 1 plus I. So here it is I upon 1 plus I. Again in the denominator 1 plus I is there. So to make it in the standard form, we have to multiply and divide by the conjugate of this complex number, that is which is in the denominator. So what is in the denominator? It is 1 plus I. So here we have to multiply and divide it with the conjugate of 1 plus I. So what is the conjugate of 1 plus I? It is 1 minus I. So multiply and divide it with 1 minus I. So we will get, here it is I into 1 minus I, then it is 1 plus I into 1 minus I. So here we can use the formula of a plus b into a minus b. So it is 1 square minus I square. So that is equals to, it is I minus I square, multiply I with this I minus I square, then in the denominator we will get, it is 1. What is the value of I square? I square is equals to minus 1. So here 1 minus is there, so it will be plus 1. So now this is equals to I minus, what is the value of I square? Again it is minus 1 divided by, it is 1 plus 1 2. So here we will get I plus 1. So I plus 1 we can write 1 plus I divided by 2. Now in the standard form it can be expressed as 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2I. This is 1 plus I divided by 2. So it is 1 by 2 plus I by 2, or we can write this 1 by 2I. So it is the standard form of this complex number, that is I divided by 1 plus I is equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 I. Here the real part is 1 by 2 and the imaginary part is 1 by 2. Okay. Okay students, that's all for today. So I hope you understood all the concepts that we discussed today. So let's meet in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much.